Okay, sorry folks. That was mildly confusing there. Let me check real quick if it took filters. Okay, geez. Anyway, we're live. But it did not carry over the filters. Okay, so how was that? I don't remember exactly, but we did have a noise reduction. And we did have a... What else did we have? Okay, slightly annoying. My settings got lost there for some reason. But we're back, of course, as you can quite clearly tell. I hope you're all doing well today, folks. I put it on YouTube and in the Discord. I forgot to set a timer. So, yeah, we're live a little later than I would have liked. Let's paste that in here. In here as well. I was working on something, we'll get to that in a second. So we'll do just a very little bit of digital building today, and then we'll move on to just some doodling here. So we'll try that. Welcome in, folks. I see there's 3 of you right now on YouTube. Just some doodling here. So okay, and I'm listening into the live stream on YouTube for the audio. I think we had a slight bit of equalizing going on. Something like this. I don't know. Okay, we'll just work with it. I'll check again later. Okay. Well, folks. I don't know. Okay, we'll just work with it. Let me change this, the pin message. It's a bit chaotic now, given the delay, but that's fine. As usual, welcome in everyone. There we go. And because I'll forget to say it, feel free to like the stream for the algorithm. There we go. Replace that pin, and we're back at it. We are likely going to be sorting a bit today. And by that I mean we are going to take the Dark Souls inspired build from last stream apart, and as well we might take a look at the Heatwave build, the little Mesa type build that we did earlier. Welcome in, Mickey. It's good to see you. Bit chaotic today. I noticed 9 minutes past stream time that I had to be live 9 minutes ago, or at least was planning to be live 9 minutes ago. And well, yeah, I had to fill up my drinks because I didn't have anything like whatsoever at the ready. And it turns out my stream settings didn't even save either in OBS. So I hope the music is doing reasonably well. I think it should be alright. I turned it down there earlier, but yeah, let me know if everything works. If there's anything that isn't as it should be. yeah, let me know. What was I meaning to do? All right. Alrighty. Close Discord, we're done with that now. We don't need the browser, we can put music up there. And I will be adding a... this text works though. We'll be adding a window source. And we'll open Studio real quick. Okay, we'll open that. And select Studio. Okay. We'll resize that a bit and we'll put it somewhere in the corner. Yeah, I think that'll do for now. But move it around, that should work just fine. All right, beautiful. Well, let me put... Actually, that's not ideal because now I can't read the chat. But nobody's on Twitch anyway, so we'll move Twitch over to the side. And put YouTube here. No Discord shenanigans. Not sure what he's talking about, Mickey, but we're gonna head into Studio here. Because I was just doing some stuff for my website, updating the Discord section. And I was just finishing up this little fella. And I believe, if I go check real quick, the S, yes sir, went like this. Looks a bit like an X, but X would probably be more like, but that was correct. This one, that would be an X in this lettering. So that's an S. We'll delete that. We'll delete that. Actually, basically everything. And I just want this little bit to render. The I and N, you reckon? Should I put a little dot up on the I maybe? And replace this with something like that maybe? I don't like that, to be honest. What do you reckon, Mickey? Alternatively, it just brings up those. Okay, fuck that. Without that, but with the stadium tab with the curved one. Would you reckon? Sorry. Yeah, my graphics driver is up to date. No doubt, but keep around it. Okay, welcome in, Boba Bricks. By the way, I'm glad you could join us today. Think so. Okay, sweet. In that case, 0, 90, negative 90. That should be alright. 60 by 9 though, please. Thank you. We're gonna crop it anyway. We just need something. Okay, now let's see. Building a left front. I don't care about that, but transparent, please. Thank you. Yeah, just put it there. Okay, let's see. CUDA graphics card is not. Okay, we're done. Sweet. Save that. I'm going to switch you over to GIMP. Mic is having hiccups, bit of lag. That's probably because the CPU had to be used for the rendering of that image there for a second. Should be working now, folks. Feel free to let me know if it's going well. Agent Bricks, welcome in. It's good to see you. Okay, let me bring this down, make it a little smaller. We'll set this to GIMP. Beautiful. And we'll put GIMP right there. Beautiful. Oh, I rendered with shadow. That kind of sucks. Okay, let me check again. I'll head into Studio real quick. I don't want any floor shadow. Where's the floor shadow? Am I stupid? Also, please, 512 samples. You know what? Who cares? We're gonna head into Blender instead, because I can just put the IO file into Blender and we can go from there. I'll be right with you, folks. 1. We'll make that a sun. No angle, please. Thank you. Strength 1. Zero, zero, zero. Import my IO file. I'll be with you in a second, folks. Actually, let me just swap the picture over to Blender. Not the file view though, we want the actual Blender. There we go. There it is. Join us, thank you. Now we want... Sorry, where was my hotkey for? There it is. Okay. Render preview should be using the GPU. That's kind of ugly though. Anyway, it's probably going to do the job. So let's add a camera. I don't even know if you can see this, but oh, okay, I see. Oh, that's tiny. Anyway, that should do us. It is on sides, okay. Interesting. I want the camera to be orthographic though. Come on. Okay, 0.15 please, thank you. And I'm just gonna hit render. There we go. Slowly shredding. There we go. Save as. I'm just gonna put that there, untitled, that's alright. Alright, we're back to GIMP, folks. Actually, I didn't check transparency. in the settings here. Beautiful. Render that again. Stream should not be lagging, I hope. Actually, you're not. Oh, Jesus Christ. I'm a bit retarded. I do get the low poly version, you're right, Mickey, but I just need to have a little something. Right under solid transparent switch. Let me go check again. Hi Gonk, welcome in by the way. Welcome in, lads. Rowie, welcome. I'll check studio again. Oh, there. Got it. Thank you, lads. Thank you. Okay, but before we do that, let me head to... Don't save. Okay, let me quickly hit the Google. Bricklink Studio GPU not supported. Okay. Okay, let's see. Specs. Okay. Apparently Studio doesn't support my card. It's just with Bricklink Studio and the NVIDIA forum. Okay. Well, the stream's gonna lag there for a second again, folks. I apologize for that. But it is a slightly necessary evil here. Okay, audio should be fine. I don't know why it says graphics card is not supported. Anyway, we got it. Okay. Let's head back into GIMP. Let me give you the image window. Again. There we go. Put that here. Close that. We don't need that. Don't save. We don't need that. There we go. Beautiful. And I'm just going to crop this real quick. It's pretty low res, but I asked it to be, so I can't complain. And then I'm going to... You can't see the menu, unfortunately, that's a bummer. But essentially I'm just making it all white. Don't know if you can see the difference. Anyway, it's all white. Overwrite that little file. Okay, and we don't need that anymore. I'm going to quickly pop that on the website. Okay. Okay, community, edit. And just replace that real quick. Upload files, select files, select my drive. There we go. Gorgeous. Okay, now I just want that to be a little smaller. You just got the new Slave 1 yesterday, Glint. That is amazing. I think it's a great set. or you don't have the latest version of Studio, that's possible as well, Malt, or generally an older one. I downloaded this one when we set up this PC, like the day after probably, which was earlier this month. You know, some people got Lego for May 4th. I got myself a new PC for May 4th. Maybe I'm missing some drivers. My drivers updated just the other day, so I don't know. Mickey, on your question on tracing, let me enable timestamps actually, so I know how far behind I am. Way behind. Anyway, the workshop logo that you see on basically everywhere there is a workshop logo is actually a traced version. Welcome in Last Clone Studios. I just rendered it and then I traced out the shapes, and actually I could have used the floor shadow version. I'm stupid. Anyways, so it's a complete vector file. Nothing left of the actual image. The other text image on your website have shadows too, by the way. I just noticed that too as well, yeah. Well, I'm gonna take care of that after the. Can I resize the fucker? Well, it's gonna be alright. Gonna be enough for now. And yeah, whatever. I'll take care of that later. It's stream time now, so we'll do that. Yeah, it doesn't look great. I'll look into that later. Okay, Twitch is quiet as usual. Nobody there except for myself. Let's set it up properly. There we go. This one here, please. All right, folks. Let's get working. The thumbnail says, so we remove shadows, shadows, MVQ. Working backwards. Anyways, I'm gonna put you out of the way. Within reach, so get my cable down here. Alright, and we'll just part out some stuff. And now you have my full attention. Not full, because obviously I gotta work on the build here. We're just gonna disassemble what we created previously, so that we've got the desk free of dust catchers. And can continue to work on stuff in the future. I've spent my days recently designing new minifigs, if that's something you follow. If not, that's completely alright, of course. And I've made pretty decent progress. Just teased the next collection with AV figures on the CustomWorks Discord the other day. And we've got more in the works. And I'm rather excited for that. You know, coming from watching Andor straight into Rogue One, and then essentially going straight to designing figs. Good times is what I'm trying to say. I'm enjoying myself there. Right, this is a little build. Nothing too crazy, we should be able to sort that out pretty quickly. And then we might just start taking apart the big one. Come on, get in there. I've got music on my ears today as well, by the way. Pardon, an extension cable for my headphones, so I can actually use them during stream even when moving around. So that's fun. Actually, I've got my olive over here. What am I doing? Yeah, come on. Brick separator. There you are. By the way, folks, Summer Gels is just around the corner. Like what, 6 days away? Yep. Yeah. Well, exciting there as well. Very excited to see the categories. I was already, contacted in regards to potentially participating in the team category. So we'll see if that pans out. I confess something, I did not get shit done this weekend. Well, it's the weekend, Mickey. You don't have to. There's a work in progress in the workshop. What Boba Bricks is building. We love to see it. We love to see it. Didn't know we were supposed to. Righty. Are there any new pieces in new sets that you've spotted, folks, that you feel are very exciting? I haven't kept track lately. I haven't checked New Elementary. So I'm sure someone out there will be more informed than I am. And maybe, put me on the right track of finding some new pieces to use. 1x2s. Plates as well. By the way, let me know if the audio is fine. I'm not sure, given the settings. Will reset when I started the stream. 1x1 olive green tile, I did see that on the Jurassic World, the Brick World dinosaur set. Definitely looking forward to those. Considering it's actually a pretty decent value set, I might just pick up the set. But I'll have to check the back of the instructions / the parts list, wherever I get that, and see if it's actually... Well, it will be a good parts pack, but I've already got tons of parts set. I'm going to check if the other pieces in that set are also somewhat useful, at the very least, to my collection. Stadium tile. Okay, let's get rid of those. All-time favorite filler pieces. Here we go, put them to the side. Stand up, please. There we go. Got some pips. More plates. I noticed that new shield piece in the minifigure ball machine. Good shot, good call, yeah. I'm not sure if it's actually new though, because I think it's just the print obviously is new, but I think the shield mold is actually from the Zelda Deku Tree set. So yeah, definitely the print is new, and I hope, I pray to God, whether you believe in one or not. I hope that all of those minifigure parts go on Pick-a-Brick. Oh. Bit shots all over the place there. Because I haven't ordered from Pick-a-Brick in a while. I haven't ordered from Bricklink in a while either. I ordered parts for a U-Wing, and then, just a couple of days later, Quarry's Workshop came out with his modification of the official set. That basically did all the things right that I wanted to fix with the official set. And yeah, I shelved my project. So I've got some parts lying around. that I may or may not actually, you know, not use for their original purpose, to put it that way. They're probably going to find use eventually. Oh, it is the Zelda shield. Anyway, it's a beautiful Sunday evening, but still not dark outside here, which is, I don't want to say great, but it's so nice to be able to stream and still have, you know, a quote-unquote day left after the stream. Have some sun shining through the window, even though it's very cloudy today. Alrighty. Choppers go there. It ain't dark out here either, but it's very cloudy as well. I have to admit though, I don't mind it. I don't mind it. It's been so sunny for what feels like weeks at this point. Yeah, the rain was definitely needed. The ground was getting pretty dry. And that's not always a good thing. Okay. Couple more plates here. And we're onto the wall. Put that like so. You can actually see it. Something detached itself there. It's convenient. We're going to leave the base assembled, because we're definitely going to come back to it on stream. Put a new question mark on there and use that as a thumbnail. Alright. New piece here. 1x1s. Slopes. There were slopes here. Yep, there it is. 1x3s we had as well. I really get to have an option when I'm mostly inside either way. Well, modified tiles. Oh, that's my favorite piece, the 1x1 by 2/3. And I was trying to pull it apart because I thought it was two 1x1 plates. But anyway, now I can buy a car and get registered and all that. Oh, sweet. Found a few I liked. Tried to contact one seller with no luck, and the other I spoke with. Nice. What are you looking at, Mickey? What kind of car would you like to drive? Bummed that I couldn't get through to the seller of the car. That was my favorite. Oh, that's unfortunate. Well, on the bright side, you still got, yeah, the majority of life ahead of you. So I'm sure there'll be another chance to get one of that kind. Another arch. But number 2 has some major rust issues, so I had to pass that one down. I was looking at some cars the other week as well. Not because I need one or because I want one, because we have 2 family cars and I just use one of those. But yeah, cars have gotten pretty pricey, to be honest. Well, if you're looking at used cars for that matter. the cables, wires are doing things. Let me fix that. There we go. Round plates were here. I'm not sure if Bubble Break's still watching, but if you are, I hope your build is going well. Saw the picture in the Discord earlier there. And I hope if anyone else, for that matter, is building as well, that you're having a good time. And it's not getting annoying or you're on any sections that aren't quite as enjoyable, potentially. Nice, that makes 3 sent a picture in Discord. Let me check that out. Oh, neat! Nice. Is that your preferred color as well, Mickey? Oh yeah, I'm trying something making a round shape using wedge plate. Something conical. Like sort of a... I mean, I reckon you know what a cone is. I don't have to explain that. But if it's a flat plane, you'll figure it out. Cones are a bit more difficult, I feel like, with wedge plates. Found a really good deal on it. Nice. But I reckon that was the one that you had to pass on. Well, where the seller didn't get back to you. It goes there. One place here. That's an olive tile. What am I doing in the light bluish, dark bluish gray stack here? Right. On to the last couple of pieces. And that's it. That's it. Alright, I'm gonna put the headphones down. They're not quite long enough to reach the sorting station. I'll hang them up here. That's gonna do. And I'm just gonna dump all of these pieces into their respective drawers. That was the wrong one. Arches. Little arches go here, big arches go there. Actually, no, I think I had a separate drawer for the small ones. Yep. Right next to it. Let me get the screen rotated over here that I can read chat while we're at it. But the one I found is presumably scrapped when I look up the number plate, so I reckon the ad is outdated. Well, nothing you can do about that, I reckon. These two go in here. That's 1x4. Why do I have 2 stacks of 1x4s? The other one was a Mazda 323F BA from 97. One with rust issues. Okay, I get it. I see. plates. Shield tile goes right there. Bit of a hiccup again. Flames. Put them in the wrong drawer. Have them separated. The little flames from the slightly bigger flames. That should be alright. New question in work in progress, lads. We'll have a look. In a second, I'm just going to clean this up, old bricks. Had a look at the history. The car didn't pass inspection the last 2-3 times because of rust. Oh, that's a bummer. Masonry is here. Gonna have to need to make a new drawer for the dark bluish grey masonry as well. Fairly soon, I feel like. No drawer for the big plugs there. They're up here. That one here. Got some limb elements and the Lego hand. We'll put it there. These two. There it goes. Get them 1x1 tiles into the drawers. I don't know if anyone else has the same, I don't want to call it issue, but I do have more 1x1 quarter tiles in dark bluish grey than I have regular 1x1 tiles in dark bluish grey. Well, I'm pulling on the camera there a bit with the microphone cable. Sorry for that. That goes there. Three corners. Drop one. Oops, sorry. You're wiggling there, chat. Okay. Almost done. There we go. Alright, let's have a look at Bobo's work in progress picture. Bobo, you can use a hinge plate for that, like Mold suggested. The regular 1x2 hinge or 1x4. Sorry, I dropped the mic there. This regular old fella, right here. interesting. Let me see if that focuses on there, by the way. There we are. I mean, it depends if you have the space on the inside. Oh, I see, Mickey. But when you're talking about 1x3 wedge plates, then I feel like the easiest way is to just connect them like so. Kind of works for now. Sweet. Right, I'm not sure of the angle of these wedge plates, but it looks like they make a good circle. So that's good to see. How many segments is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10? Is that right? Yep. Okay, sweet. Nice. What are you going for, Bobo? Oh, well, to rephrase the question, what is that little circle thing for? What are you going to build? Cheers, by the way, folks. Always stay hydrated. Let's put that back. A radar dish, I guess. Okay. Well, feel free to share the pictures in the workshop as you go. So a lot of dust on this part of the table. Testament to me not being here, actively building a lot lately. Roll that out the window. I'm quickly gonna roll up the electronics from this build as well. Expansion board. Little lights. I'm urging you to finish the helper, but I'm stuck on the top portion. Feel free to send a picture, Mickey. Well, there'll be some people in the workshop willing and able to help out. The hinges are under a bit under stress as the angle of the wedges is 36.8 as opposed to 36. I see. So we're essentially counting 37 degrees there. Got it. But it shouldn't be critical. Actually, I want to try that. Well, first of all, let me find the back with the rest of the lights. There you go. Put the headphones away. Getting all tangled up with my microphone wire. Alright, let's see. Not sure if I even have enough wedge plates, but should. Just a little exercise here, folks. Okay, I see. Connected that. Yeah, I'm gonna have a look. I'm curious to see what the fit is now. Definitely gonna have to add some plate to back it up here, so they keep their shape, all the segments. It's definitely tight. Can already see that. Actually, might not be all that bad. It's definitely tight, but it's maybe not quite as tight as I thought it would be. Oh, it definitely is. It definitely is, okay. Never mind. Yeah, no. The angles add up real quick. Yeah, we're definitely getting some deformation there. I don't know if you can see that. Let me get a little closer for you. Nah, we need some light from the side. Can you see how it's bending up? Yeah, I think you're able to tell. And if I remove one of these hinges, come on, get rid of it. You can see that when I go to place the actual piece in, that overlap is, look at that. You can see the difference of the angles adding up there. Mine's not bending. Did you add some stabilization at the back to the plates to keep them all in line? Because it might be different if you leave them off. Oh, nice hollow table though. Anyway, you can see. There's definitely friction there. Like this is the overlap. When the inside line touches. And to get rid of that and bend it in place, it definitely deforms. I'll live. You will, bubble bricks. I was just curious to check. There we go. Back into the doors we go. There we are. How do I fill the middle? I think a dish like you have going there would be the best idea. I didn't measure the diameter, but the 6x6 you're using looks to fit reasonably well. So I would at least try to go with that. Mickey says this is the situation. The angles can be exaggerated a little bit as minifigure scales traditionally squash. Indeed. Well, if you use a 2x6 wedge, you'd have a geometrically cleaner solution. That's theory. I don't have enough of the new 2x6 wedge plates to try that. I think. But yeah, it would be worth a shot, I feel like. Okay, so let's have a look at Mickey's stuff. Got it. So it's just the top kind of conical hexagon shape, is that right, Mickey? Does it need the little flap extending from the side, Mickey? Or would you be alright with just flat paneling? I didn't need the wings, though. Okay. Okay, so folks, we have a mission, conical hexagon. Let's just try that. What's the diameter, Mickey? As I don't fold out when landing. They only fold out when landing, not when flying. Okay, got it. Forget the flats for now, yeah. I see. Still, conical hexagon. And the diameter looks to be 2.6, maybe? Morty said the angles can be a bit exaggerated, so whatever works best, I think would be acceptable. Okay, you're using what there? Get the screen over here again. Can't quit. Okay, that's the new Ninjago piece. And the new 1x2 slopes an option. Potentially. I think I have some of those new thinner pieces. I think I bought 2 at some point. Let's see if I can find them. There's one. That's enough. Very nice, very small piece to make hexagons. Let's set that focus right down. There we go. That should do. We've got a bar sticking out at the top. Okay, have you tried using the same assembly that you used for the upper black portion and somehow getting it to angle? Because you might be able to get to use the panels overlapping the cheese slopes to your advantage there. It might get a bit tight though. But maybe if you swap out the bracket, upload a new file. Here's a mid file. Okay, let's have a look at that. Like that should be in dollars. Why is it not showing me studio? There we go. Always please, thank you. There we go. Oh, I see, okay. Is it alright if I show that on stream, Mickey? Sure thing, okay. I'm gonna slap that on the stream there. Something like that. Okay, let's have a look. Maybe pull it a bit wider. Like so. That way I can still read chat while we work on this. Okay, oops, sorry. Still in my Blender brain. Reset camera. Why is camera resetting around some godforsaken point there? Doesn't look right. Well, whatever. How are these connected, Mickey, these panels? Are they just wedged in there? I mean, they're definitely held in place by the cheese slope and the ball joint, yeah. You know, kind of intersecting with the anti-stud. Well, not intersecting, but slotting into the anti-stud portion of the panel. Which, okay, let's see. Let's see. Okay. Which side is up? The inverted side is up. So this side is up. Oops. Where is he? Come on. Where's the stud? Whatever. I think I'm gonna try duplicating this one. And these sections look... Actually, let me try duplicating the whole thing. Second. Well, that'll do. Okay. Actually, no. I hate when it does this. Ah. Get that aligned with the outside. There we go. Okay. You're supposed to go in here, though. Studio being studio, right? For the love of God, man. Okay. I guess we'll just work on these. Now I would like to angle these just ever so slightly. Actually, that's stupid. No. These nose bottom, got it. We can't push this one in far enough for these two. Okay, let's try something else. Play around. It's plate bar, right? There it is. It's in bar, okay. Let's see if we can make something work with this. Just to get the brine started. $15 degrees? We don't have a 15-degree slope. We do have an 18-degree slope though. And this is supposed to be 90 degrees. What the hell? $15, $16. I should just type 42 at that point. Jeez. Okay. And I'm thinking, are you able to... Maybe. Okay, no, I see you've already used the same technique on the bottom, yeah. Using panels there. Got it. Okay, otherwise I would use the panel here. Let's think. Some pieces might be aligned a little bit wonky. That's just Studio being nice to me. No worries, no worries. This needs brains, man. This needs brains. So this one's giving us an offset, which is definitely not ideal. Actually, what am I doing? I can just work with that. I can keep it like this. No, actually, we need to swap it. Go on like that. We'll work with it for now. 70, then that's 88. Let's try that. Let's try working with that. All of that except for the bar. Down. Do we have 2 LDU there? That should do. We can go down even further. That intersects. Okay. That should work. Hi everyone, hi Thomas. Welcome in. Hope you're doing well. Can you imagine how fried my brain is when I've worked on it for a few hours at a time? I can, Mickey, I can. I can. Well, let's see if we can help you out here. Click on bracket. Ah, come on. No, I hate this. Jesus. Please just go like that, thank you. How's that align though? Not ideal. What if we remove that, put it on there? That looks slightly better. Let's go with that for now. Now it's going to be tight. Let's make them wide as well, just so I can see them. Yeah, no, we can't use those. Okay, in that case, let's use these not. That also aligns a little more nicely, I feel like. Yeah, it's not ideal. It would be nice to have a panel here, but it is what it is. We'll just mess around with it a bit, see where it goes. How's that look? That looks manageable. How much is that? Is that 2 plates? Just for reference. Nope. 1, 2, 3. Oh, that sucks. What kind of measurement is that? Oh. Okay, I see where you ran into issues, Mickey. And I'm also seeing an issue here that this side doesn't have the same angle as this. We need to angle them inward, like so, if you catch my drift. This is a fun challenge, Mickey. And I can definitely see how it would fry your brain. Hi Mark, welcome in. I'm not too late, you're not too late. But we're on the final stretch. Because I'm definitely going to turn off the stream at 10. So we've got about 20 minutes left. And we're trying to figure out some way for Mickey to finish his held hyperpod. The alternative would be, considering it's 60, oh, sorry, a hexagon, would be, let's try wedge plates. If we do same thing here, we'll get on there, somewhat centered. That's all right. Let's just see how that looks. Wedge plates. That might be a bit too wide. I was thinking you could use 5404 and panel shield overlapping. What side doesn't have the same angle? If we look at this, Mickey, with the D-snot, if you look at it from here, I angled this plate mod 18 degrees. So this should be 18 degrees, like this piece. Which, if we turn that, wrong direction. There we go. This should be not quite a similar angle. Okay, never mind. Apparently I'm stupid. There we go, that's about right. Right? But if we go over to this side then, this, as you can see, is not the same angle. Like between the chi slope and the, what should be 18-degree slope. Right, let's try molds. Yeah, I have to be honest, Mod, I'm not quite sure I fully understand how you mean to assemble these. So if you'd be able to drop a picture in the Discord, that would be nice. What other hexagonal pieces do we have? I think it's in Technic plates. Let's see if this, just in terms of size, would be workable. Come on, play. Please. What the I hate when they don't go on there. Yes, just give me that. Put it on here, thank you. That would work. Gives us some stats to work off of in those directions. This might be a valid option, Mickey. What are you doing, by the way? We're working on, check the workshop, work in progress. Oh, I see, Mount. We're working on Mickey's help pod. Recreation of, well, the help pod from Helldivers. I was hoping it had studs here though. Fits like a glove, it does. Not perfect, but pretty good. And maybe... let's compare the angle. It's actually quite subtle. This might work. Okay, let's, for the love of God, hide all of that. Let's try this. Let's see if we can maybe fit some panels in there. We do need the bar. So everything but the bar. Actually, let's see, there's a couple of pieces that might fit this space. I'm fairly certain that the axle connector won't fit. This one, not that one. This piece. I feel like that's going to be too big. Rotate. $60, please. Ooh, the axle would fit. But of course we need something longer. In which case, maybe angle road sign. We would need a steeper angle on the sides for that. Like a cheese slope in some capacity. But there is a bar. Like one of those weird accessory pack pieces. I'm not sure how it's categorized, to be honest. Down here. One of these. One of these fellas. Come on. Don't let me down. there's this piece, but with 3 bars. What's that? 50118. That's the one. Yep, that's what I was looking for, Mickey. Thank you. Let's rotate. 60. Oh, sorry. 0? No. 60? No. 30? Oh, I see. There we go. So I can seal that, press 1. That's exactly what I was looking for. Right, let's get that down to stud level, which I think should be here. Let's check with our favorite piece. Oh, come on. That is indeed perfect stud level. Sweet. Okay, now, and then the other one I would, you know, for the other 3 segments I would put on top of this on the second stud level. Which, if we put this on here, would be we only need 1. Okay, the stud, thank you. Slap that on there. Let's see. Come on, there we go. And rotate that by negative 30 degrees. Oh, actually, it's just, yeah, it's negative 30. Isn't it? Why doesn't it rotate around the center though? That's stupid. Well, but you get the gist. And then this connection might be difficult though. Cut flex too, I reckon. What's the number of the 90-degree piece from before? Which one are you talking about, Malt? This one? Because you can find that it's part of the same accessory pack that, sorry, that Mickey sent. 5018A. Or might we be able to... I think the bar on a nipple tile is too long. This portion would fit, but I feel like we should be getting, yeah, spitting the error out now. Yeah. Yeah, it only goes on there. That sucks. Well, okay, but you could put flex tube in there. The hitbox of the three-way piece isn't centered around this, so that's well, studio being studio, I reckon. Well, let's see. We need something with a bar attachment. What could possibly fit through there? Let's see. Does this fit? Oh, come on. Where'd it go? There it is. Oh, it fits like a glove. The hitbox here isn't centered around the bar either. Oh my goodness. But, Nikki, I think we've got something here. that you might be able to work with. "3D models being 3D models," I reckon, yeah. We could probably change it in like if I imported this to Blender and I would put the origin at the center of that piece, it should theoretically work, no? Don't know, never done it, so I can't tell. Okay, so if we swapped out these pieces and replaced this one, okay, the little winglets might come in handy, Mickey, if I'm being honest. If I replace this with a D-slot, come on, break around please, thank you. And just assume we're putting G-slopes there. That's the wrong one. Then, come on, why is it not on there? We might get some interference here with the studs. So it might not be perfect, but now we can use a road sign. Can we not? Oh my goodness, okay, this sucks. I was thinking we could attach it, but the clip's in the wrong direction. Connect the two with the one I lift arm, maybe. That might work, good call, good call. Let's see. Nope. It's 1.5 plates. The whole space, if I'm not mistaken. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, 1.5 plates. So we have 4 LDU from the start, 4 LDU in between, and 4 LDU for the other start. So it's a, you know, you get the gist. And I don't think there is anything like this piece, you know, on the right. Have the square one just overlap. We could try that. Which one's the new? That's not the new one. That looks more recent. Okay, let's put these to the side for now. And let's copy these in again, because in that case, if we use this piece, we should be able to. Well, it's attached at the center though, which isn't very convenient considering we're using. We need 2 of these. Leave it out there, just a touch. What are we looking at here? 14 degrees. Should be correct. Well, 14, 15 degrees. Looks like 14 is a better match. There is a... What the hell happened here? There we go. Slight interference. So we may need to move this out. Ah! I don't like it. I don't like it. Inconvenient Lego. Yeah. Connecting with the Lord of the Rings ring. I think that's just a plate. Where else minifig accessory ring? There it is. Yeah, that's too close together. I'm sorry, Mickey. We're still missing a bit. So theoretically, this should work. If you move it out to overlap, but then you have a little gap here. Right. Now, if we go back to our cheese slope setup, assuming we could use the triangular sign. Probably not at that angle though, but if we snuck that in there, is there enough collisions? Something like that looks alright. I mean, look at that. Oh, it's also gappy. We need a steeper angle here for that to work. Bummer! Okay, so I reckon the overlap might actually be the way to go with those square road signs. Yeah, well, it's just about to hit 10 o'clock, folks. So we're gonna call it here today. I hope this was able to give you some motivation to keep working on it, Mickey. Even though I wasn't able to find a solution. But this piece here with the stud attachment might be quite handy. Comes in... What to fix that? Does it come in white? Gives me a color error there, but God knows, you'll figure it out. So yeah, this might be handy. Hope it was helpful. I don't think I have to save this file, but we're gonna call it here. Alright, folks, I thank you very much for watching today. Bit of a chaotic stream, but I hope you still enjoyed. Bit of variety here today, honestly. Bit of physical building, bit of studio doodling, sketching around, trying to find solutions to actually fairly complex problems. So yeah, I'll see you again in 2 weeks, I reckon, on the stream. I'll have to see if I can find the time and the topic to make a video for next week. Otherwise, I might stream. I might yeah, I don't think I have any occupations next weekend as of yet. Anyway, I'll see you around, folks. I thank you all for watching. And, well, you'll always find me in the Discord, and I'll see you next time.